This is Brother Peter Dimond, VaticanCatholic.com. Over the last few days, Antipope Francis hosted his friend, the Jewish rabbi Abraham Skorka, at the Vatican. Skorka recently gave an interview about his stay with Francis. The incredible interview reveals more of Francis's astounding apostasy and full acceptance of Judaism. Skorka explains that during his stay with Francis at the Vatican, which began on September 25th, Francis helped him practice Judaism and observe ceremonies of the Mosaic Law. Francis also responded to Skorka's Jewish prayers, and Francis rejected proselytizing him, that is, trying to convert Skorka to Catholicism. The article is called "Francis and Rabbi Skorka Make History in the Vatican." Skorka says, quote, "I eat with him, Francis, at breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. He cares for me and controls everything regarding my food to make sure it is all kosher and according to my religious tradition. These are festive days, and I have to say certain prayers at meals, and I expand the last prayer and translate it. He accompanies me together with the others at table, his secretaries and a bishop, and they all say Amen at the end," the rabbi said. "We come together without burying our identities. I spoke to him, Francis, about evangelization, and he stated emphatically that the Catholic Church cannot engage in proselytism," he said, end quote. Francis's actions clearly constitute heresy and apostasy, a total rejection of Jesus Christ and the Catholic faith. Who will dare deny Jesus Christ and call this wicked apostate Francis, who totally rejects Jesus Christ and his necessity, a representative, nay, the leader of the Church of Jesus Christ? Francis is a heretic. He's not a Catholic. According to Catholic teaching, heretics cannot be valid popes. See our website, VaticanCatholic.com, for more information on that issue. Francis is nothing more than a non-Catholic anti-pope falsely posing as the leader of the Catholic Church. The Council of Florence defined as a dogma that it's a mortal sin to observe Judaism, or the Mosaic Law, after the promulgation of the Gospel. The Council also stated that Judaism and the Mosaic Law cannot be observed without the loss of eternal salvation. That's a solemnly defined teaching of the Catholic Church. By helping Skorka practice Judaism and observe ceremonies of the Old Law, Francis blatantly denies the dogmatic teaching of the Catholic Church. Francis encourages Skorka to commit mortal sin and practice a non-Christian religion which rejects Jesus. Francis's actions in this regard are heresy and apostasy because his deeds as well as his words manifest his position, that is, that it's acceptable to practice Judaism, observe the Old Law, and reject Jesus. And that position is a denial of Catholic dogma. As St. Thomas Aquinas taught, quote, "Now man can make profession of his inward faith by deeds as well as by words, and in either profession if he makes a false declaration he sins mortally," end quote. Skorka's revelation that Francis also rejects trying to evangelize/proselytize/convert him further proves that Francis rejects the defined Catholic dogma, outside the Church there is no salvation, and the dogma that faith in Jesus Christ is necessary for salvation. Francis is not just a complete apostate who endorses Judaism and repudiates Catholic teaching, but it's true to say that Francis is actually a practicing Jew. That's because Francis celebrates Jewish holidays and has repeatedly participated in Jewish ceremonies and worship. On December 14, 2012, he even celebrated Hanukkah with Jews in a synagogue. And as Skorka noted, when Skorka said his prayers and conducted Judaic ceremonies in, quote, observance of the Old Law, and on festival days of Judaism, Francis helped him and he even participated by saying Amen. Francis has thus repeatedly engaged in active participation in Judaism. That means that in addition to being a heretical anti-pope who falsely claims to be a Catholic, Francis is a practicing Jew.